After a lot of developer previews and beta testing, we finally have iOS 11 that ships with the latest iPhones. My iPad Air 2 needed roughly 15 minutes to complete the total installation process. Let's pick up the iPad and see everything that's different. The first thing that we see on picking up the iPad and pressing the home button is the new screen that houses the passcode, and there is a slight graphical change in it. It prompts me to enter my Apple ID details for verification. It is during this time that I realized that we have a new keyboard with a few new gestures on it. New system tutorial pops up that tells us how to use the dock. And all these tutorials hint to the sign that the next iPad sometime will drop the home button. Like most recent iOS releases, there is nothing new on the home screen. A couple of icons have been replaced, and let's go ahead and see the notification center next. A top swipe gives us the notifications, while a bottom swipe gives us the mission control and access to the multitasking menu. Alternatively, we also have the double tap home button as before. In case you were a fan of the 5-finger multitask gestures, you still have them. Swipe from the bottom takes us to mission control, and we now have a lot of different toggles right on the home screen along with the multitasking screens. Every setting toggle has now 3D touch deeply embedded inside, and this is a very good touch even on the iPad Air 2. However, iPad devices still don't have the haptic feedback. Nevertheless, it's great to see Apple including these features in all of their recent devices. Next, we now have a new Files app for exclusive and easier file management on the iPad. Files incorporates all your iCloud Drive files and also stuff that you have on Google Drive and Dropbox, so you can easily access them from one place. One of my favorite apps on iOS has now been updated to include document scanning, and it is pretty much like other software you've seen in the market before. If you now need to get a document signed and scanned, you can do it right from the Notes app. And the best part is that you can add multiple pages easily. Photos app has now been tweaked to add a lot new features like live photos and editing the live photos that you take. Swiping up on a particular photo gives you more information about the picture and also gives you related content. iOS 11 has a brand new icon for the App Store, and the App Store has been totally revamped. We have an exclusive zone for games, and the App Store is now curated by experts, so you get to see the best and cutting-edge apps. iOS 11 tries to take cues from the Mac and make the iPad a better platform, and now we have the dock. Dock is just a bottom swipe away, and you have your favorite and most recent apps on the dock itself. Apple's redesigned dock will help you to do multitasking better, as you can now pick up any favorite app and place it in slide over. Every new iOS release comes with a great set of new wallpapers, so let's go ahead and have a look. And we do seem to have a lot of retro style wallpapers this time. We have a couple of settings added to the Siri section, and let's go ahead and try out Siri. We seem to have a new animation for Siri, and it looks really cool.
What's the weather like? What's the weather like in Mumbai?
Coming back to multitasking on iOS 11, we now have split screen and slide over, which has been refined for even portrait and landscape, and it's faster than ever because of the dock. You can now slide over from both the left and the right side. Let's now talk about the new keyboard, which has a toggle style interface that you can quickly access the symbols with. This is a very cool way to type in numbers and letters without having to go to the 1, 2, 3, 4 interface. Now iOS 11 has a system-wide drag and drop support, so you can pick up photos from one app and throw it into the other, like Mail and even Dropbox and Drive when they are supported. iOS 11 has one final killer feature for me, which is the screen recording feature, and I'm gonna give you a demo with that. Making screen tutorials from any iOS device is very simple, as you now have a native screen recording feature which is hidden right inside the UI. This is how the new style keyboard works, and it's really cool. I'm now gonna pick up a picture from my gallery and throw it into my mail, and it's as simple as that. So guys, that's pretty much all of the new features that you probably will use in iOS 11. I know iOS 11 might have a lot of bugs for users initially, but Apple will iron them out as developers keep on updating their apps. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like this video.